Understanding your purpose, understanding your need, understanding what it is that you should be trying to stay away from, understanding what it is that you should try and do even more of, understanding more of just what it is that we say should be doing, as opposed to what it is that you say think you should be doing. My name is Mark Anthony DuBose Jr., and I was born July 4th of 1986, and today I want to talk about something that it's just a very interesting thing, because when I type in just one thing and I watch one video or something, that the YouTube just loves to flood my feed with this specific thing. And it's weird, because this is something that I had to watch a couple of videos to see a couple of things, to see a couple of what's going on here. What's going on here with everyone talking about, I just can't wait for the rapture and being able to be taken away. And the rapture comes, I want to be taken away, and the rapture comes, and God's going to come and save me. And it's a very interesting thing, because I think that it's being spread a lot, and that message is being spread a lot, because it's false. Everything that I've just come to notice in my life, that the more and more that everything gets said, gets spread, gets pushed real hard, it's just all over the place. Or get down. It gets pushed real hard everywhere. It comes that when I say fact check it, it's not reality. And it's something for me that I was doing a whole lot of fact checking yesterday and today, and I'm always constantly doing that and working on things that someone would say to me, like, Mark, you can't fact check it. We're talking about the Bible. The Bible's fake. I said, okay, that's someone's opinion, but based on what it is that I see going on out here, your opinion is going to be not really valid. I'm going to say it's going to be in a way of just your opinion. And that's something that really makes me question a lot, because the more and more that I see things, and when someone says, and people keep on saying the same stuff, and people bringing these stories out here, and they try to get more people involved in it, try to get me to think, like, what's being sold? What's being sold? Why is it that certain messages get pushed really hard and others just get shut down? The ones that are getting pushed are getting sold. Someone's making something from it. Someone's going to get some sort of profit from it. What's going on, and that's for me to really start to question a lot of what's actually happening, what's actually going on. So when I start to think about this, when everyone's on the whole rapture thing, and kind of just giving up hope, giving up life, giving up, just quit, just not wanting to be, not knowing your purpose is to be here on this planet Earth, to work it, to take care of it, and to work on yourself, to take care of yourself, and to start building and to start progressing this planet around, and starting to do more about it, and starting to make more happen with it. The purpose of this planet isn't just to be here to suffer, and then to one day have God come and just take you away. That's the thing. God's going to come take you away. Where is it that you're going next? You're so quick to, I want to leave, to not knowing that when you leave, what's your next destination, or what's going to happen. And as opposed to just dealing with it, having a good understanding of knowing that being here is an absolutely incredible thing to be able to be a part of. And for those that just want to leave and just want to quit and just want to give up, like you're sending the message to the world that you don't want to be alive, and you don't want to have to figure this out, and you just want to just give up. And that's a horrible message to try to spread to another person, to try to get other people on that same mission of, come on, Jesus, hurry up, get here, come take us away already. That means you quit. That means you gave up. That means you don't want to be alive anymore. That means you have no faith. That means you have no hope. That means you're just living in massive emptiness. And for someone who's feeling that way, that's for someone like me to stand here and say, like, there's a lot to live for. There's a lot to be here for. There's a lot to still do. There's a lot to experience. There's a lot to take care of. There's a lot that you're able to continue to just keep pushing forward to having an awesome next day, regardless of what destruction that you see around you. In reality, that shouldn't bother you, because for me, I've just really come to notice that I don't care what's going on around. I don't care what's happening in the world. I don't care what anything is. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't slow me down. It doesn't get me to get off from doing what it is that I'm doing, and being able to enjoy and being able to make happen what I want to make happen. Because what I want to make happen is something that I'm going to say majority of the world doesn't really even care about anymore. Just wanting to have a good experience of just sitting in the rain and just watching it and hearing it and feeling it, and having a good understanding of it. Just hearing the wind and just hearing it and feeling it, having experience of it, and just being in the darkness of just, hey, Oreo, being in the darkness. Oh, let's get in your crate. Being in darkness and just having the understanding of seeing it, and just feeling it, and just having a good understanding of what it's all about, and what it's there for, and why it's there, and waking up real early in the morning to see the sun come upon from the darkness, to just like, wow, it just keeps doing that over and over. It's just always very, very consistent with making that happen. Like it doesn't let up. And it's something for me to just really have a good understanding of it. Don't let up, because that's when my roosters really get to going. It's right in the morning, right before that sun comes. They just don't have a day that they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna sleep this one in. I'm just not gonna do what I need to do this morning. No, every single morning they call. Every single morning they're on it. They're on a mission. They have something that they need to do. They got something that got to get done. It's for me. I sit out here and question, like, why do they even do that? Like, what's going on with that? But it's just it's a statement to the world that I'm here again. I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm making this happen. And the sun comes up, and then they relax, and then they calm down. And then they're just like, okay, kind of just take another nap again in reality. But it's something that makes me question when I see and hear and just constantly keep watching people. Just I want Jesus to come now and just take me away now. That means you're hurting so much that you need Jesus more than you ever possibly have needed him in your life. And it's something for me to say something to hopefully be able to get you to know that just being taken away isn't going to take away your problems. Just killing yourself isn't going to take away your problems. Just wanting to wish to be somewhere else is not going to take away your problems. The only way that's going to take away your problems is being able to have a relationship with Jesus right here, right now, right this second, and making that decision that this is what you want to do, and this is what you want to continue to keep focusing the remainder of your life on, knowing that he's going to be able to help you, he's going to be able to guide you, he's going to be able to get you in a completely different and better place. And then when you start to think about the rapture, you start to think about it in a way that, I don't know, for me, I don't want to be taken away. I want to be a person that's here, that's strong, that's stable, that's confident, that's willing, that's able to be able to help those that are hurting and struggling, that are still here. That should be the mission of everybody who understands and believes and just knows who Jesus is all about. That you don't want to run away. You want to figure out how to be able to stay and be able to support and be able to help those that are willing and wanting to change and transform and to come along. So for me, I don't want to have no rapture come take me. And that's something that I constantly pray about. And if the world that happens and something happens and people disappear and things get challenging and things get super wild, that's kind of like the life experience that is something to appreciate. Because that means now it's time to start your work. Now the reason why you are praying and asking and calling upon Jesus, that's the time that he's really going to start to be able to show himself and be able to bring to you what it is that what you're all about. He's going to be able to bring your gifts. He's going to be able to bring your purpose. He's going to bring your need out. And then you're going to be able to do some great things on this planet. But just trying to run away when things get hard, that's not at all the message of who Jesus Christ is all about. He's not just going to run from his problems as the way of seeing the fact that it's just very unfortunate, but something that had to happen of him dying. He didn't run away from that. He knew it was going to happen. He knew it was he walked his own self into it. And that's something that is so challenging. Like, just imagine yourself knowing that someone wants to harm you and you just walking straight to them, just saying, here I am. Go ahead and just get it done. Make it happen. That is me as a human being, I couldn't even possibly think of that. I'm going to try and get away from that in a way. But that's the concept of not running away from another human being, man on this planet in reality. That's something that we can't do. It's something that we're not about. It's something that Jesus died to be able to help us be able to get through that, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And that's something that, since we follow him and believe him and understand him and know him, that we're good to go and everything is going to be fine with us. That sacrifice is already made, that we no longer have to do that. So there's no reason for you to have this in you of I want to die. I want to run away. I want to get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. Because if you don't want to be here, then why do you think that God would want you to be in the next place? You're just never going to be happy. You're never going to be satisfied. You're never going to wake up and just say, hey, you know what? Today is good. You know, it's great. Even though he took me from here and he put me over here, you're just going to wake up and just say, well, this place sucks as well. The same way that many people in that Bible, the Bible talks more of how we are as people, how we are as what we are inside, what we do. When the people moved out of Egypt, out of slavery, they were like, oh, we don't want to be slaves. We don't want to do this. And they moved out, and then they said, oh, man, it's hard out here. I don't know. Being over there was actually better off. And that may be something that you say, and that's why God has the book for us to be able to have a good understanding of knowing that just because I take you out of here Don't mean you're going to be happy with the next. Even if I take away all the pain and all the hate and all the anger and all the envy and all the drama, you're going to say to yourself like, man, now I kind of missed all that. Now I wish I would have appreciated that a little bit more. That's just who we are. Until you just say to yourself, I'm just satisfied with where I am. I'm happy with where I am. You're never going to grow up and be able to do anything I just come to realize on this planet. You're always going to be in a sense of just I don't knows and where to goes and how to do's and more of I don't knows, because you're not putting yourself in a situation to be able to satisfy. And when you can't be satisfied, I'm telling you, where you want to go, where is it that you think you're going to go that's just going to be better than just what it is right here, right now, and appreciating it? Where you want to go? Why you want to on a haste to just get out of here and just be gone? That's something that just really makes me question a lot. Because that just really says to me that you're on a mission to harm yourself. And that's a very sad, unfortunate thing that I know about that. I've been in that. And I saw a young lady today that really got me thinking a lot about, like, it does suck today that we can't say and can't do certain things because of how society wants to look upon some things. But it's like some people some of y'all's hurting and need some help. And asking to be taken away in a rapture is not the way to be able to get the help that you're needing and you're looking for. You need the help right here, right now. You need to help this second. And if you don't try to get that help, then in reality, there is no rapture for you. There is no God for you, because God's putting people out there. He's putting situations out there. He's doing things for you to be able to help you out, instead of making you feel like you need to escape and run away. He's putting things in works to be able to make sure that you can be able to be satisfied right now, so that you can be able to be comforted right now, so that you can find some joy right now, so you can figure out how to be able to just have peace right now. He's doing that. He's moving to be able to do that for you. And you're not going to get it later. You're going to get it now from your own means, from your own self. And it's something that I want more people to really start to think more about and just try to really dig deep. Stop running away. Stop just, I'm going to find happiness over there or over here. If this person comes, then I'll be happy. No, you got to be happy yourself. And then greater things and happiness is going to come to you, because it's just, that's just the way it works. I just want to say thank you. God, I just want to say thank you for being able to allow certain circumstances to happen and come to me and be able to be around me. That sometimes you bring people to me that makes me really question some stuff. And other times you bring things to me that just make me question more in a different type of way. And I appreciate being able to have the opportunity to be able to question, to be able to wonder, be able to think, be able to test out some stuff, be able to just experience different stuff around me, knowing that I don't want to run away from what it is that I'm doing, that I want to go head first into it and to figure out how to be able to get through and get to the end. And being able to get to the end is going to be able to give me some insight of a better human experience, be able to understand more of why I'm here and doing what I'm doing. And I do know one thing, that human beings and mankind and everything that God made was made out here to work this land, to work this earth, to do something out here that we have to get done, to make it, beautify it, pretty it, and to make something happen with it, that we've got work to do, not for God, but we got work to do. We got stuff to do. We got things that we need to continue to keep working on. And that's something that I just know that wherever we go next, it's going to be coming right back here again, because that's what he says over and over in the Bible. Now, we're here on earth. We don't go to heaven. We don't do any of that. We stay here on earth, and we manage and we maintain and we work this earth. And I'm so thankful to be able to do that. And some of us, I see y'all out there working the same way that I'm working and appreciating what it is that you have. You got your animals, you're taking care of them. You got your veggies and your fruits, and you're taking real good care of them. You got all your little projects that you're doing that you're taking care of, and you're starting to really, really like it. You're starting to really appreciate and really enjoy it. You're starting to just love when it rains out. You're starting to love the weather when it starts to change. You're starting to appreciate every little thing, all the insects and all the wildlife. You're starting to really just want to get closer and closer to it. And the reason you want to get closer to it is because that's what we're all about. That's who we are as humans. And that's what we've been getting so far away from in our society today, that some of us are going backwards. And I know for a fact that I'm going backwards, where I'm just like, I want to build a little small structure, a tent, and put it in the yard and just start staying in it, and just start abandoning houses and starting to abandon all these walls and starting to abandon all this said security that they say is security, but it's not really security. It's actually prison for me to be more inside of that, instead of being more free outside and doing what it is that I want to do and need to do and care to do and just really, really want to do. That's something that I see y'all out there working. And that's going to be a coming time today that we're all going to get together and be able to do some amazing stuff, because we're starting to really, really like what it is that we do, all the work that we do outside, all the work that we do with the animals, and all the work that we do in the freedom of the land. And that's what we are all about as humans. That's what we're here doing. That's what we're working on. We're not trying to work on no new computer program that's not going to benefit the earth in any way and the wildlife in any way. That's just nonsense work to just force you to have to make some money to figure out how to be able to just survive, when we shouldn't be doing that. We should already have been past that. You know, we are going backwards as a people. Instead of learning how to just live and have the freedom to be able to express our skills and our talents and our dreams, we're more on just living in survival mode of just trying to figure out how to be able to make it another day. Where can I get a meal from right now? How can I be able to just make it? And that's living backwards in a system. That's living as slaves in a system. And it's something that we really need to get away from and get out of. Man, I just want to say thank you.